All right. Let's talk about Robert Whittaker. Now, I will say I don't think he'll beat Adesanya if he fights him again, but he really does deserve that rematch. He's won 3 fights in a row since then. He didn't finish anybody, but he did win 3 fights against Darren Till, Cannonier, and then he beat Gaslam in a fight that should have happened a few years ago, back when he was champion. And he's beaten top 10 guys. He's beaten legit fighters, and he's looked pretty good doing it. He hasn't really been tested a whole lot by these guys. It's been unanimous decisions, pretty one-sided, but still tough fights because all three of them were competitive. But I don't know why Adesanya is fighting Marvin. Maybe in Adesanya's mind, he thinks, well, I've already beaten this guy convincingly, so I don't really have anything to prove by beating Whittaker again. I've already done it. It was pretty easy too. So I want to fight somebody different. I don't think he's afraid of Robert Whittaker. That's not the case at all. I don't think he's worried about him. Like I said, let's be honest. If Whittaker fights Adesanya again, I don't think the outcome would be different. I do think it'd be more competitive because he couldn't do anything with him in that first fight. I think it might be a really good fight. It might be fight of the night. He might give Adesanya problems, but not to the point where I think he's going to beat Adesanya. That fight, if they fight again, this is how I see it happening. I do think it would be later in the fight. Adesanya and Whittaker will be back and forth. He'll strike better with Adesanya. He'll probably mix in some takedowns, some wrestling here and there a little bit. But again, he's not going to have the advantage that Blachowicz had at light heavyweight. So, they're going to be even in the weight department. So, I got Adesanya TKOing Whittaker late third, early fourth round if they fight again. I think they will fight again, but it won't be right now, obviously, because Adesanya's fighting Marvin, whatever his name is. I say whatever his name is because I don't know much about him. It's not disrespect to the guy. But make no mistake, Whittaker does deserve a rematch. And I'm not really impressed with Whittaker. Because again, he didn't finish anybody since he's beaten Adesanya. Adesanya has finished people. He did lose, but he's never lost at middleweight. He's had 2 successful middleweight title defenses. He knocked out Paulo Costa. Paulo was undefeated. I know for a fact that Whittaker wouldn't have done that. He might have actually lost to Paulo Costa. They would have fought months ago. And he beat Yoel Romero. It wasn't a great win, but it was a win. He knocked out Costa. And who knows? But I just don't see Whittaker beating Adesanya. I don't know. Now, if he beats him, he beats him. But I give him about a 20-30% chance to beat Adesanya. Because for one, Adesanya's had a problem with taking fights lightly. Ask Blachowicz. Whittaker is a smart fighter, so he could pick apart somebody, and he'll always have a good game plan when he fights them. And 3, he's already fought him before, so now he has an idea of what to do and what not to do. So now he knows what not to do, and then maybe he'll have a completely different strategy, and maybe it'll work for him. So that's all. Those are good 3 reasons why he can beat Adesanya, but I just don't see it. Adesanya's just got too much talent, and he's already lost, so there's a chance that Adesanya will be hungrier and not take fights lightly again, even though he's already beat him. But we'll see what happens.